All right, everybody, we are back. This is called the cold start, right? Because all of a sudden we're just here. We are going to talk a little bit today with Terry Turner, and we're going to talk about one of the things that I've probably been hearing for 20 years, which is how in the heck can I keep my wash clean? And how can I do that safely, right? So, Terry, welcome to the show here.
Thank you, Mac.
So let's back up a little bit and give us kind of the elevator version of how you got into car washing.
Well, Matt, when I was very young, I worked out in Iowa for my uncle, and one of his accountants owned a car wash. And really, that's the short story.
Well, I mean, Iowa is God's country. I grew up in Iowa, so I have it's got a special place in my heart.
Right.
What was it for you about the car wash industry that was interesting?
Well, they're open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. There's very little, you don't have to have people on staff all the time. And so that really was the big call.
And tell us a little bit about kind of your company and how are you kind of organized, what's your mix of washes, all of that.
Right. Well, my company, we have three tunnels, 3 express tunnels, and we have 11 in-bay and self-serve combinations.
Okay.
My 2 boys that are working with my company, and they are the one's a COO, Trevor, and Taylor is the chief operator. He's head of maintenance.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. And so anyway, that's where it's worked out real well for us.
When you think about kind of the challenges that you face on a daily basis on the wash, where does cleaning the walls and cleaning the equipment rank for you?
Well, it is a challenge.
Yeah.
And because sincerely, like anything, if you don't stay on it, it'll get ahead of you.
Yeah.
And we have one person in our company that's really all he does. And from the time he starts, if he does one wash, and then he gets through with that wash, by the time he keeps wash to wash, then when he gets back around, it's time to start all over.
Yep.
And he was very happy because when we switched to C3, because C3 is as good as any wall cleaner, but it's not as hazardous.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get it on your hands. You don't have to rinse it off, or you get it on your hands and forget to rinse it off, and then it'll let you know it.
Yeah.
So that's a big plus.
So, but like, why does it matter? Like, why does it matter that the walls are clean in the wash? Why does it matter?
Well, in car washing, you want to have a clean feel to your car wash.
Yeah.
You want people to have the aesthetics so that they expect from a high-performing business of any kind. And so if you keep your walls clean, keep your lot picked up, keep everything working, then you're going to have a successful car wash normally.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't really want to go into a place that's dirty, right?
No.
When you're trying to come out with something that's clean and dry and shiny.
Right.
You just don't want that.
That's right.
When you think about kind of what keeps you in the business, right? What keeps you kind of coming back from day to day? What is it? Why stay in this industry?
Well, I do like the production.
Yeah.
Every day I get a report on all of our locations, every location, how many cars we washed. I really like the production.
Yeah.
And that's probably why.
It's like, yeah, you've got tangible results, right? You know,
sure.
like you're producing something every single day, and like that's how many cars we washed.
Right.
That's the revenue we brought in.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
So how did you find, like, what did you try besides the C3? Like, how did you?
Well, a lot of products, even New Wall.
Yeah.
It's a great product, but you get it on your hands or your arms, you need to get it off immediately.
Right.
And of course, it's just the simplicity of using C3 versus the other more hazardous burning products. It just makes it easier for our people to get it done, not care to do it.
Okay.
Because you don't want to dress up in a hazmat suit to clean your walls.
Yeah.
And that's really what you kind of need to do otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. When you talk to me about like what has the benefit been for you of being able to have that more safe, more effective cleaner? Like, are you just using it on the walls? Like, where else are you?
No. Yeah. Good call. Good question. We use it on all our equipment.
Okay.
You clean the stainless steel. We clean the gantries on the automatics.
Yeah.
It makes them look new. And if you don't clean them, then you get that crust scale on
Yep.
them, and before long it looks like a sub-centered location.
Well, and and once the scale goes on, like it's impossible nearly to get it
Yeah,
off.
it's
I mean,
exactly
unless you're
right.
out there with an angle grinder.
Right.
Getting
True,
after it.
very true.
Yeah.
If you stay on top of it, like if you do it, like not that my role is our model is exact, but if you do it on a timely basis, then you're always ahead of it. It's not hard to clean.
Yeah.
And there's no that great scrubbing. You just spray it on basically and rinse it off.
Yeah. Do you see any reason why you would ever go back to a more aggressive?
No,
Solution?
no, none at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Really, sincerely, not at all.
I mean, it seems like a pretty big no-brainer. Like if I've got something that works really well, and it works as well as the really harsh aggressive version, why would I not just use the safe one?
I'll give you an example. We're running a little low on C3, and we had some more harsh chemical on the shelf, and my guys, you could just see. I said, well, we'll just wait. Well, it'll be in a few days.
They would rather just not.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And that's that's a real thing.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, has it solved all your problems? Was it the game changer?
Well, no,
that you
it
hoped
really
would be?
does. No, truly, if you use it on a regular basis, it will keep your places pristine.
Yeah.
It'll clean Extra Tech just like it looks like new.
Well, what I love about it, and you hit on this, is that your people will actually do it.
Right.
Right. So it's like that in and itself makes it easier to stay on that routine maintenance schedule, so that your wash continues to be clean and like giving that kind of happy customer experience. Right.
That's right. Yes.
And it has to be good for you, knowing that you're providing that clean space, and that you can consistently give your customers the experience that you're trying to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I love that. So before you got into car washing, you probably thought it was going to be a pretty easy business.
True. Well, you know what I tell new hires now? I say, I know you don't have this opinion of the car wash business, but it's nothing but work.
Yeah.
There's always something to do at the car wash.
Yeah.
Something to clean, something to fix. It's still different than the perception.
Yeah, it really is. When you think back to the time before you were in this industry, what is maybe one thing that you would tell yourself that you've learned now? Like, what's a pro tip now that you're a car wash professional and you've been at it for a while? What's a pro tip that you would give everybody?
Well, sincerely, in cleaning cars is use really good chemical.
Yeah.
Because everybody, we all put chemical on and rinse it off. I mean, really, that's all any of us are doing, unless we're using friction.
Yep.
And so that is the key. That truly is the key.
Chemistry is the key, friends. You heard it here first.
No, it is. I'm not saying. There are a lot of chemicals. A lot of chemicals that you can use. But if you use the right chemicals, put them on the right proportion.
Yeah.
And then the dwell time is everything. And rinse it off. Clean the car.
Yeah, well, and just having a partner that will help you through that process and get it figured out and get it dialed in and make sure it's always good.
That is true.
Yeah, I love it. What's one thing? I didn't tell you I was going to ask you this question.
Okay.
So I'm sorry in advance. But what's one thing that we should be kind of doing more of to just make ourselves better tomorrow? One thing we can do today that's going to make us better tomorrow.
Just being car washing. So, sometimes if you go to a location over and over yourself, this is maybe not a direct answer to your question, but if something is a little bit lacking and you see it consistently, you start to overlook it yourself.
Yeah.
And so it's good if you can have somebody else in your company to say, hey, let's go look at this look at this location, see what you think. Can you find anything that needs touching?
Yeah.
Really, it is a good idea. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I've always talked to people, and they're like, well, how do we make our operations better? And one of the things that someone said to me a long time ago was, you have to watch cars. Like, not obviously we're washing cars, but you have to watch cars. So watch that process and see what's happening, and like, just by stepping back and looking, you can see some things that you maybe will miss on a day-to-day basis when you're so in the weeds and like you're so tight to it.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, we do try to watch cars as they exit. We have to stand out and watch them.
Yeah. So good. So good. Anything else people need to know? We are sitting in the Arcadian Services booth, so we should probably plug Arcadian Services. What do people need to know about Arcadian?
Well, sincerely, it's a really good product.
Yeah.
I mean, we've tried everything. We really have to. And I would never bash anybody's product, but we were really happy with the Arcadia. Anytime we have anything, any question about a product, Kip is more than happy to help us.
Yeah.
And Mike, they're real good folks.
Yeah.
And we're real happy with them.
And that's what it's about at the end of the day, right?
Right.
Doing good things with good people.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's so easy. Yeah, it's so easy. Kip has become a good friend, and we're glad we're doing business with him.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you have clean walls.
We do, and we do have clean walls. That's
You
true.
have clean walls, you have clean equipment.
Yeah.
But you really
Yeah.
really are giving a good experience to your customers. So
we
that's
really
exciting.
try. We really do.
Awesome. Terry, thank you so much for sharing some of your story with us today.
Well, Matt, I thank you for asking me. Thank you.
Awesome. And then, hey, if you're watching this or if you're just kind of curious about what's going on, come see us in the Arcadian booth. We are booth 445 at the Car Wash Show in Las Vegas. Friends, we're going to be right back in just a few minutes where we're going to do a little bit of a demo for you of the C3 product that we were just talking about. So hang tight. We'll be right back. We're just going to get some things reset up here and have a little fun.